Well, we knew it was only a question of time before it happens, and it has just happened. Ninja has broken the world record. This amazing champion has allowed a player to break the world record for the fastest free-to-play arbiter with mystery shards only, and we're going to quickly explore his account in today's video, so let's get right to it. So let's first start with a bit of context on how this challenge works. You want to get to Arbiter, the missions, as quickly as possible while only using mystery shards. However, you are allowed to use fusion champions, part of fusion champions, login champions. Basically, all you're not allowed to do is to open ancient shards, void shards, and sacred shards. You will see right here that there is some void shards and sacred shards that were open. That is normal. That's because I'm almost 10 days late on reporting in on this account. So at least what I have for you guys, and I'll show you in a second, is some video proof of this player on the day that he got to Arbiter while having some void shards and some sacred shards ready to go. In fact, this player does have a YouTube channel, a brand new YouTube channel, which I will give you guys a link to as well if you want to somewhat follow his progress. Okay, so that is overall how that works. Now, how you come about to creating teams to complete the missions, especially the level 20 missions, is quite hard to do. Okay, again, all you're using is mystery shards. You might get lucky, you might pull a frozen banshee, you might pull some really good rare champions, but you're still at the mercy of not really depending on some of the other good champions. Okay, so we're going to explore quickly his roster here. We do have a Giscard the Sigiled, which was part of a fusion, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the gear that he's rocking on that champ. The skills are all done for this guy. Masteries are all done. We do have a trusty War Maiden. These skills are almost all done. Okay, not quite. And then the masteries also done. Athel, which I assume is the champion he started with, because I don't see a Kale in here, which is kind of unique. We don't have the masteries fully complete. The skills are not even fully done. Very interesting. We have a Gnarlhorn here with a frost set. All the skills are not quite done, just the reduction of the cooldowns. And then we have a War Master for the tier 6. We do have a trusty Armiger with a tier 6 of War Master. The skills are obviously done. That is usually easy to do. Relatively fast overall, but no relentless gear. It is very hard to obtain good relentless gear on an account like this. We have our trusty Haikatoon. Again, login champions are permitted, which is fine. Then we see a Cold Heart. I would assume Cold Heart has just recently been pulled, so we're going to skip over Reliquary Tender as well. We do see the Arbiter. He just got her part of the Champion Chase tournament, so we're going to skip over that. And he did open more shards, obviously, which is why you see perhaps Broadma, but also Miscreated Monster, and then a couple of the rare Void Champions. So we're going to skip over those, as I assume he did not really use them. Now, I'm pretty sure he probably used Lodric, Scathix, Frozen Banshee. Kale is there, so I take it back. I would assume Kale was his starter champion. We do have a Runic Warder, which is great for the Fire Knight. By the way, we'll check the teams in a second. We do have the Apothecary, so he might have gotten really lucky to pull him. Then we have the trusty Ninja. You also see the what's her face, Dark Ilhane, as part of the login reward program. More fusion champions, or part of the fusion champions, perhaps used. We do see a Gorgrab. This might be a little bit more recent, so we'll check the teams in a second. But overall, you can kind of see the concept here. Okay, you don't have any legendary champions, number one. You might have an occasional epic you got from one of the fusions, but then that's it. So let's first start with looking at the teams that he used for the dungeons. That's probably the hardest part, right? How do you get through the level 20 missions? So here I have for you guys a couple of screenshots. This is the Fire Knight. We see 2 Armigers, 1 Apothecary. So getting Apothecary from mystery shards is kind of clutch. I do believe he was part of a fusion at some point, but don't exactly rely on that. A trusty War Maiden, and then we have Giscard the Sigiled, which is also another champion that was part of a fusion. As for the Dragon, we have a Gnarlhorn, War Maiden, I assume starter champion Kale now, Apothecary, and Scathix also part of the fusion. Next up, we have for the Spider, this is where Ninja came into play. Okay, so this champion right here, or maybe this was a little bit different, part of a fusion also, if I'm not mistaken. This guy right here, Apothecary, is the first sniper, and Armiger. And then finally for the Ice Golem, we have Scathix, Lodric, Giskard, Apothecary, and Frozen Banshee. Getting Apothecary and Frozen Banshee from Mystery Shards is absolutely huge, but you see how clutch the epic champions are from fusions, and I kept saying it, you want to get at least that copy if you can't finish the fusion. Every once in a while, they're going to throw you just the champion you need to keep progressing, so always work on fusions. Up next, we have the clan boss. We obviously want to know which team did he use to complete that final mission, and with a very low damage output, which you can see right there, 16 million damage, you can assume that it took a lot of extra keys, but it's a great trade-off. As you're hoarding your gems, at the end, all you need to do is to spend a couple extra hundreds of gems, and you get an Arbiter in return. So great play, absolutely amazing. Since then, I don't know if he changed his team because, like I said before, he is now pulling the shards. Once the challenge is over, you've reached Arbiter, you might as well pull your shards because, let's face it, I don't think anybody's ever going to get to Ramontu with mystery shards only, okay? So I don't really see him in here nor in here, so that's it. I guess it's a work in progress, but there you have it. That was the team that he used for the clan boss. Next up, we can do the arena and the Doom Tower to see where he's at currently. So for the classic arena, this seems to be the team that he is using. We have Haikatoon, Giskard, and Athel with the self-attack buff, which is great when you don't have, let's say, a Gorgrab in the lead for the time being, with War Maiden for our decreased defense. And as you can see right here, he's in goal 3 with the current arena conditions. As for Tag Arena, I don't think he's working overly hard on this. It isn't really required for the missions, so I would probably do the same thing, kind of skip that almost entirely. Then for the Doom Tower, let's see on normal, where are we at? We're up there. We're certainly progressing, but we're not fully done. And then for the hard Doom Tower, we have not really touched it whatsoever, but again, it is not needed for the mission to get Arbiter. Finally, the last thing we want to know is how many shards did he have saved up when he got to Arbiter, and we can see it right here, right? So he had 216 ancient shards, 36 void shards, and 11 sacred shards, but I guess the more important question here is how long did it take him to get to that point? So what we have here is a video literally on YouTube. You guys can go check him out, Northern Hipster, and you can follow, I guess, his progress from now on. So we see the final mission here being completed at the bottom, and this is mystery only, and I will show you guys the proof with his player ID, with Plarium confirming that he is free to play in a second. But let's first kind of play this here real quick because we want to see how quickly he got to that point. Okay, so daily login rewards, we are on day 175, as you can see right there. So the previous record, just to put you into context, was 10 months. Now we have this close to 6 months. The difference is huge, absolutely huge, and obviously Ninja was pretty clutch to do this, but I think this player still did an absolutely amazing job in completing this. Okay, and I think in this video here we perhaps see a little bit more. No, I think he's just kind of going over the missions and whatnot. All right, so again, there's more things on his channel if you guys want to go check him out. Here is another video, Raid Shadow Legends Mystery Shards, only day 120. So this is kind of like almost there, working on things, and more recently he started doing a few shard pull videos. So if you guys want to keep following his progress, like I said before, go ahead and check that out. But for the time being, here is the proof that this player is free to play. Okay, so we got this checked, 760-669-50. Let's go into the game here and check this, 760-669-50. So there you have it. This is how fast this was done. So let's finish this video with a run of how he completed the spider. So remember, this had to be done on auto, so it's the same team that we saw before. He's going to show us the AI preset. So basically Haikatoon is set to open with her A1, not doing the A2 on the first sniper, Ninja opener on the A2, Armigers seem to be left untouched, and I do believe he has to force click on one of the spiderlings if I'm not mistaken. So I believe now he's going over the gear of his champions. So this link to this video will be available in the description if you guys want to check it out. So we're not going to watch everything, but here's a quick overview of the Ninja with the skills that are done. So very impressive. I guess he hoarded all of his legendary tomes, put them all into Ninja. There's no masteries on Ninja, by the way. And finally, here is the run itself. So let's see this play out. I do believe it takes a long time as well, so I'm going to say overall not exactly, you know, the fastest run. So we get Haikatoon to go, then our Armiger number 1 goes, turn meter reduction, Right there we have the HP burn, terminator reduction, Zephyr sniper, probably going to be our tank. She is the good old method to use Zephyr sniper as your tank, being very clutch here as well. And then we're going to get the armigers to go again. Here we go with the AoE freeze. This is why Ninja is so good. You have HP burn and you also have the AoE freeze to completely lock down the enemy team, especially useful for the spiderlings here. On top of that, we are strong affinity. So again, Ninja is absolutely amazing, and he was clutch to get this to work. Okay, so I would assume this is going to be it for most of the run. It might actually be even faster than I thought this would be. I think it is a sub 2-minute run, which is kind of impressive. Zephyr sniper is kind of low HP right there, but full heal. That's what's great about the Zephyr sniper. If you give her enough resistance, she's not going to get the poison debuffs, and then with lifesteal, she's going to fully heal herself with one AoE A1. Okay, so a lot of good videos out there for Zephyr sniper acting as a tank, so we're not going to cover that too much right here. Just about dead. Is she going to survive? Let's see, one more AoE A1 hit right there. Boom, full health again. Okay, so this is how you use her as a tank. And right there, almost done, about 2 minutes with that right there. One more hit or two from our second armiger, and voila, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Absolutely amazing. So guys, Ninja can work, in case you guys were wondering. But for the time being, this is it, the newest record for the free-to-play Arbiter, mystery shards only, 175 days. Do let us know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.